Hey guys, admin here with a movie time video for you. In today's video, we are looking at from 2013 Monster High Frights camera action movie, and I have 4 dolls of the movie series here with me to unbox and review as well. Here first, I have Claudia Wolf. Viperine Gorgon, Honey Swamp, and last but not least, Elizabeth. Well, I say 2013, but it says here the DVD was released in 2014. So I'm just gonna say the movie was released in 2014, the dolls were released, I'm assuming in 2014 as well, even though in the packaging here at the bottom it does says licensing Mattel 2013, so I'm not exactly sure. Obviously this movie is years and years ago, so I'm not gonna do like a full-on depth like movie review, just gonna give my own takes and what I saw, my own thoughts and opinions on the movie, and then go after to unboxing these 4 dolls that I have. So for Monster High Frights camera action, we see the ghouls go from Monster High to London, New Ghoulings, New Orleans, and lastly Hauntlywood, which is Hollywood, to look for the vampire queen that Draculaura was mistakenly, wrongfully, I guess, chosen to be the vampire queen, just to have a queen. And so the movie starts off as we see Draculaura and her friends from everyone from Monster High go to the movie theater, see the next movie of, I think it was just a vampire movie that starred Elizabeth here as an actress in Hollywood, saying that the whole movie was fake, this is not really vampire heritage, they got it all wrong in terms of the history and the facts of it. So Dracula was going on about like there hasn't been a vampire queen in so many years, I think it was like 400 years, that she's been around that time with the vampire core, growing up with that, and having a friend that was Elizabeth. Cut to, we see the vampire court itself, and the main man, I forgot his name, but I'm just gonna call him the vampire leader, I guess. Storker, I think that's his name, Storker. I'm gonna correct it, but I'm just gonna keep saying that, with his assistant Igor. I don't know if that's his actual name, but I'm just gonna use those 2 names for now. The vampire court themselves has told Stoker that he has to find her immediately. If not, he's gonna be removed from the court. He has been the main, I guess, vampire king, or the lead in terms of replacement, until they found the vampire queen, but that was his job and he never worked to like find the actual queen herself. So he decided to pick Draculaura just because he thinks that he'll be able to rule easily with her, like have her do everything that he wants to do and easily manipulate her. He goes to Monster High, they pick up Draculaura, and she agrees to be vampire queen as well. She brings along Cleo, Claudine, Rebecca, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Rebecca. And I want to say, yes, Hoodoo is along for the ride, but he snuck his way into it. I don't know if I'm missing a ghoul, but I believe that was it. Correct me if I'm wrong. The rest of the ghouls stay behind in Monster High because they had to take care of some projects. And we see the girls at school, mainly Howleen, no, not Howl. Yeah, it was Howleen, and we see, what is her name? Toralei. Well, how did I forget her name? We see mainly Toralei and Howleen going against each other in like this school course, saying who's the cuter guy in these vampire movies. Kind of like an Edward and Jacob scenario from Twilight, if you remember that time. I was Team Jacob personally, just because I found Taylor Lautner so attractive. No shade to Edward, but Taylor Lautner. While that is going on at school, we see the girls go and find the real queen. So they found these notes that leads them to different places to go and find other clues to see who is the real vampire queen. So the first clue they find at Lord Stoker's castle, I guess the vampire court castle, whatever they were at first, that they discovered that Draculaura is not the real queen. They go to London, where they meet Claudia Wolf, daughter of the werewolf, which is Claudine's sister, older sister. That she was in London to study, I think, literature or like writing or something. And they meet her. She shows them around, I guess, the Museum of London that they were at. And they found a clue that led them to New Orleans, where they would meet Honey Swamp there at New Orleans. They were on this like New Orleans type of ship. It was a ghost ship that would appear every now and then. It was like a theater ship. It's a floating theater that, again, they were trying to look for the vampire queen, and they found notes that they see that it was a theater. It looks like, I guess like the notes were leading up that the person was an actress or some kind. Where they meet Honey Swamp, who is a director. She wants to direct movies and obviously be a camera woman and like do all of the filming of movies and all. I love her accent and the show. It's honestly, I think my favorite voiceover so far from Monster High, as what I've seen. At least what I could recall. It's just something so homey and so like it's such a vibe. Like I can listen to her talk all day. They found a clue in New Orleans and they go to Hollywood to the movie studios to find the last clue. That they also meet Viperine Gorgon, daughter of the Theno, I don't know. She is a makeup artist at the movie studios. She was gonna do Elizabeth's makeup for the movie that she's filming for the next vampire series of movies that Elizabeth's doing, starring in. Draculaura meets, well, not Elizabeth. I guess her alias name is Veronica Von Vamp, which is the actress is like it's like a Hannah Montana Miley Stewart thing. Okay, so Hannah Montana, Veronica Von Vamp. Elizabeth is the Miley Stewart. So Elizabeth was being Veronica Von Vamp in Hollywood, being this famous actress this whole time, trying to get away from the vampire court and all that. That's why Draculaura hasn't seen her in so long, in so many years. They meet Elizabeth, and it turns out, wow, they meet Veronica Von Vamp, and it turns out Veronica is actually Elizabeth, Draculaura's long-lost family, family friend, childhood friend growing up, and realizing that she's became this famous actress and that she is the true vampire queen this whole time. She didn't want to be queen, it was said that from Elizabeth. Elizabeth said that she didn't feel like to be a true ruler or anything, but Draculaura did convince her and say that, well, they need a proper queen. They need the true queen of the vampires to rule. Otherwise, Lord Stoker would have just gone along and ruled it his way and done it unfairly and all these other strict rules for vampires. Elizabeth takes her rightful place at the throne and becomes the vampire queen, and Draculaura actually gains her vampire powers. She can turn into a bat. That's it. I don't remember any other type of powers Draculaura could have done. Maybe they said something in the web series or another movie after that, but it was, I guess, just to turn into a bat. So there's that. Along with the movie, along with the journey of the girls going, all around, we see Lord Stoker's assistant Igor go around trying to chase them and trying to find where the actual vampire queen is, and it was really cute. I think he's a really cute, adorable character, and at least at the end, even though Lord Stoker, I don't believe he went to jail or anything, we did see him at the finale of the movie, at this Elizabeth's premiere, like the vampire movie, and as well crowning ceremony to be the vampire queen. We seen him there, but we do see Igor actually enter the event to see the movie and all, like, because he hasn't experienced like a movie theater, he hasn't seen a movie, he hasn't done like anything. So at least he has a happy ending and Lord Stoker can just go away. That's a very, very short, simple type thing. And of course, the last thing was the whole like Team Edward, Team Jacob type thing with the two actors from Elizabeth's Veronica Von Vamp's vampire movies, it was played by the same actor. They just used CGI or some type of animation that thing the faces to look two different guys, even though the same guy. It's all along. So the two girls fighting Toralei and Howleen, it wasn't even bother of a fight since it's literally just the same guy. All ends well, all is said and good in the monster world. And it was really cute to see them all go different places. I don't think every single movie they go to a new place. I know we have like Scaris, City of Fright. I think we have like that island movie. And then Great Scary Reef, I think it's just like underwater ocean movie. I don't know where else. I don't even know if G2 went like outside the Monster High world. And also for G3, I think they had like an island movie, I think. I mean, they had that Scared Island toy line that I got heat from the doll. So, I don't know. No, and as well for live action Monster High G3 movies, the 1 and 2, they were at Monster High. So, I guess they didn't go out. So before I get into these 4 dolls, I'm gonna show the other, how many is there? 5 other dolls in the series that they did of the other characters that we see in the film. We see here, there you have Operetta, Laguna, Claudine, Cleo Denial, and lastly Draculaura. And these are all labeled with their black carpet looks, which is the finale of the movie where they go to the premiere of Elizabeth's new movie and as well her vampire queen ceremony coronation. For these dolls, I mean, for me, I don't like getting a lot of the character dolls in different looks. I mainly just like to get their OG looks, is what I call it, what they literally wear like all the time. For these 4 characters, I think we only see them in this movie. I think we only see them in this movie. I don't remember seeing them in any other movies as like a side character or anything. I do see these characters as other dolls in other doll series, doll lines at that time for G1. Still to this day, I haven't seen any of these characters for like G2. I mean, that's over and done with. But for G3, that's currently happening right now. I'm filming this in September of 2024. So for these 4, I still haven't seen any of these characters done for G3. But for these characters, for their looks, I will say it looks really cute, especially Laguna's with her curls in her hair. Operetta, I think she looks the best in terms of fashion out of everybody, especially her whole like dramatic. I mean, she has like Operetta, Phantom of the Opera, I believe is her background. Claudine's, I think it's cute, purple of course, and I'm not really a fan of the shoulder pads or shoulder chains that she has. Cleo Denial, I do love the black hair, I will say that. I think it's very dramatic, very, I don't want to say pop, but it gives it a really good drama feel to it. And for Draculaura, simple, cute outfit. But I'm not really going to collect any of them or look for them, I honestly just don't. But I am happy to add these 4 to my collection. I did buy these 4 dolls during 2020. I'm not sure exactly how much the pay I got. I mean, the payment that I did, it was around, I think it was on the websites for like eBay. Mercari is another one that I used. And I think for each doll I paid around $50 under. I think I remember like Honey, I got her for like $30. And then for like Claudia, I think $30 as well. I think Elizabeth was the one that I paid like $50 for. A lot of these characters, especially in boxes, are very hard to find. I feel like I have to say this every time I do this because like, of course, for like doll collecting, you want to like keep them in box to preserve them, if not to resell them or anything. But I am one to put out of the box. I like having them in my collection. I like having them in a doll stand, and I do take care of my dolls. So even without the packaging, I know I could try to resell them if I wanted to do that. I have all of their accessories all together. I have all their doll stand, their journals. Their outfits are going to be like not touched. I'm not going to spill anything on it or whatever. I store them properly in my storage unit, if not here in my doll cabinet. Let me go ahead and unbox all 4 dolls for a closer look. Okay, so while I was unboxing, I believe I did not do a packaging review, look through, all that details of the packaging. They all have the same details except obviously like the character looks and like the background information. But overall, you do get the red carpet, the paparazzi all around, the theater doors behind. We get Frights camera action here. We get this like theater like up front of like the architect of the building itself with all of the lights, Monster High. We get the character, we get Hollywood right there because of course you're in Hollywood here for the premiere. In the front we do get 2014, the DVD image there. Continuing on with the lights on the side here of Monster High, clear with the lights and sparkles all throughout. I do love the whole Hollywood theme that they have, even with like the little lights of like the flashing photography. You do see like in the packaging it is like that clear type of like gloss look to it. Like if you see a reflection of the light, very glossy, very like bright. Like it just, packaging was so much back then, and I don't think we took it for granted. I think we took it for granted. It was literally beautiful, gorgeous. Imagine just seeing all of this on the toys doll aisle in the stores, and like now it's all pretty much generic. We do get the doll Imogen here, and we get a little bit about them, the age, the parents, their style, and their flaw. And we have here a little bio of the movie, which reads, "It has been 400 years since the last vampire queen ran away rather than rule. Now Draculaura has been declared the new heir to the vampire throne, but is she really the true queen? Or just a stand-in? The ghouls will have to exit stage fright and go on location to London, New Orleans, and finally Hollywood to find the real star and to see how the final scene ends." I love this. I don't remember they did this with every like movie like doll line that they have released for Monster High, but I have a love for every other like movie line for dolls have this little bio of the movie itself. Because yes, we're buying the doll, it's cute, it's gorgeous in packaging, but if it's related to something, I want to see the character, I want to see the doll like in action. I love seeing the character in action. I love connecting a doll to a movie, a TV show, to something, I can see the character come to life in a way. And to get this information about the movie, I'm like, I'm interested, I know about it, I need to get this on DVD. Now everything is like on demand and like on a streaming service. Which funny enough, this was not. This movie I didn't find on a streaming service. I had to rent it through YouTube. It was I think $1 for me. Yeah, it was $1 for me to rent through YouTube, and it was like 24 hours I had to watch. And I had a good time watching this movie. Okay, on to the dolls. Okay, so that took me about literally like 10 minutes to unbox the dolls. A lot of the rubber bands were literally falling apart. They were, I guess, I left a little bit of like residue on some parts of the dolls. I mean, mind you, this is packaging, plastic packaging. It is meant to be open. You know, they are plain line dolls, so they have to, they need to be out of the box. So I understand that point, and they have been in that box for literally like over 10 years now, a little bit. Even though the dolls were either released in 2014 or 2013, they have to be in production for maybe about a year, and who knows how long they've been in box in a warehouse to be shipped to a store. And for me filming and opening them in 2024, it's like, it's been some time. It's been years. So that is to be expected when you're buying dolls at a certain, years behind. So be mindful of that, all that. And I don't really take that into consideration when reviewing the doll itself. I just look at their accessories, the doll, the character, the looks, and leave residue, packaging, rubber bands, things like that behind, because it has been years and years. So that is how I review vintage dolls. So in no particular order, just because there's no like characters all together in the packaging, like in a lineup, so I'm just gonna go Honey Swamp, Viperine, Gorgon, Claudia Wolf, and then lastly Elizabeth. Each of the dolls do come with their Monster High skull hairbrush. it's all the same mold, same color, all that for all 4 dolls. As well as each of the girls have their own journal. I love how each of them have like the skull, different shade of glasses, and as well as very Hollywoody, the little like the sparkle type of effect all throughout the journal, with the head skull itself being like a crystal skull, what it looks like to me. I love reading these, especially collecting these little diaries, just because again, you get to know the character themselves more with these. These are very helpful, and I wish they would have brought these back for G3 for Monster High. I don't think I've said that before, but these diaries are so cute. I love collecting these little books that to add to the collection. So Mattel, you know what to do. So I'm gonna start with Honey Swamp here. She does have her doll stand. It is a classic Monster High doll stand for all of the girls. It all has the same type of mold of the doll stand. Doll holder, all like the waist holder, everything's the same for the doll stands. I can't with her details. It is like that. I think it has like the vines, because it is a honey, it's like a swamp. So it does have like the plants, the nature all around a swamp. I don't know the full differences between a swamp, a river, the ocean. Like, I'm sure a swamp is, I'm not even gonna answer it, but I'm just saying, like, it's giving me that vibe, especially when you watch the movie. You'll understand, and you'll understand the look as well for Honey Swamp herself. Her heels are like those classic 2010s heels without the heel itself. If you know, you know. I love her skirt. I don't know why in the packaging I didn't see this, or under it wasn't clear to me. This was kind of like a faux fur, for faux hair type of fabric underneath the skirt, and it's gorgeous. This is fashion. They would give us fashion. I'm sure, yes, they still do, I guess, for today's times, but this was a time to be alive for doll collecting. Even though it has been years for her hair to be out of the box, out of the packaging, it is still pretty soft. And it smells like, you know, classic plastic. Like, I don't know what else to say. It doesn't smell bad, but, you know, it does have that, you know, years ago type of smell, but it's not bad at all. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. Her dress is all one piece that velcros in the back, and as well, all of the dolls have the same articulation with movement at the head, shoulder, elbow, removable hands, but still movement on the hands, the wrists, upper leg, knee, and as well with heeled feet, because none of them wear flats, and rightfully so. Because at least for me, I love my dolls to be in heels. It just gives it more of a factor in fashion, at least for me. If I could wear heels, if I had heels, I would be wearing it every day, honestly. For Honey Swamp, we do have her camera and her, I have no idea what this is called, please remind me. I think it's a scene cutter, or like, I don't know what this is, a scene board? But, you know, you can do that classic director click there, and as well for her camera. It is all rubbery. It's not like hard plastic. It is pretty rubber. You can like squeeze it in all of the places. It has like, you know, that lens, though, that film on top. Again, a place to hold on the hand. And as well for this scene cutter here, it does have a placement for the hand, so you'll be able to hold it. Here we have Viperine. I can't with this shade of pink. I love how the pink and like that vanilla type of like coloring in her hair mixes very well together. Like, it's gorgeous to me. And as well as a good color of the skin, it is scaly, because again, Viperine, the snake, you know, snakes, so it's giving that texture all throughout the body. Her hair at the end, the back, it does have the molded pink snakes, but it is not removable. What is removable though is her headband that resembles a snake. This part is removable that you can't take out, but I'm gonna place it there. Her dress is all one piece that velcros in the back, and she has her wedged heeled boots. For her accessories, since she is a makeup artist, we have her makeup case that opens, that locks into place, a foam mirror that doesn't work, and we have a makeup brush and a makeup palette. I believe for this movie, I don't remember seeing it on the toy list, the doll list, but I think there was like a movie set, right, of like the makeup trailer, not like the trailer itself, but like the vanity, I believe. I'm gonna post a picture up here, and any other sets that I might have missed. I think there might have been another one. If then that was the only one. That vanity set, my god, it was gorgeous. If I were to see that anywhere out in the wild, I need to get one. Here we have Claudia Wolf. Love it. Claudia. Like, I can't. Here with her dress and blazer, it is two separate pieces. The dress velcros in the back, and her jacket blazer does velcro in the front. I will say I love her face expression, like her big smile. It is different from like how we've seen what is it? Claudine, Howleen. I don't think Howleen's doll had a smile on it, but for Claudia, it's so cute. Even for Claude, the brother, I don't believe his doll had a smile as big as this. So for the Wolf family, I love it. I love this doll. The blonde, like the pure yellow, like bold yellow in her hair. It's beautiful on the skin. The ears, the wolf ears, I can't with the piercings. Red knee-high socks and gold type heels. She does come with a script and a pen, but the script doesn't open and it just says Monster High in the front. And the pen, it might be hard to tell, but there is like a little holder that I'm holding with my own two fingers for the doll's hand. And she also comes with an iPad that's shaped like a tube stone. That is just that. And then last but not least, we have Elizabeth. Here, her black and dark purple coloring. Yes, to vampire. I know Draculaura is very girly, very feminine, all pink. I get that. I like that. Love that. But this coloring for vampire, this is a serve. This is a slay. And I know Elizabeth has other dolls as well, but nothing I don't think will beat this OG look of Elizabeth. I remember as a kid, not a kid, but like when I was like 18, 20, whatever, wanting this doll, realizing she was a doll. But at that time when I realized she existed, it was too late on the doll shelves, and I was mortified that I wasn't able to get her. And when I got her in the mail back in 2020, I was like you're mine. Like Elizabeth, I loved her in the movie. I love Veronica Von Vamp, her alter ego, whatever. I loved it. I love the whole story of her from Elizabeth, and her being an actress and the vampire queen is a slay. I love her bangs. Thankfully, her bangs are perfect. Bangs could get messy. I remember seeing other dolls of Elizabeth that had pretty bad bangs, and I'm like, wow. The corset, the sleeves, the puff of her skirt, and these black boots with the bows on the side. Like, this is fashion, and I'm obsessed with Elizabeth. She has two accessories. She has the DVD of her movie. Again, I don't remember what movie this was called in the Monster High world, but it's cute because it's literally the poster of the movie that we've seen all throughout the movie Frights Camera Action. And as well, it comes inside a DVD. And this DVD, wow, it's really stuck in there, is removable. The details in this, detail of the DVD itself shaped like a tombstone, I think, or a coffin. And lastly, for her accessories, she did receive as well at her coronation, at her movie premiere, she received the Silver Claw, which I guess in their world is like the Oscar. And this trophy, again, like, this is one of my favorite pieces right now. of this Frights camera action line, like this award. Gorgeous. So that is all for this review of the movie and as well the dolls. For the movie, honestly, I am going to be giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. I love the movie. I think it's one of my favorite, like in the top 3 of Monster High movies. In terms of why it's not a perfect 5, I don't know. I think I would have liked to see more of like Hollywood, but again, we didn't see much of like London. We only seen them in like this one museum. As well for New Ghoulies, we mainly seen them at the Ghost Ship, at the Ghost Theater, and for Hollywood at that Hollywood studio. I wish we would have seen more of the cities of them going around instead of just this one location and this at the location spot, honestly. I think they spend maybe just way too much time at the beginning of the movie at like Lord Stoker's castle. I don't know what else they could have done to cut time, but it's just my own personal take because they have gone to different places in this movie, all in one movie. I'm like, wow, I would have liked to see more of that, I guess, for me. But honestly, this is a really great movie. I definitely recommend watching this. If you haven't already, go ahead and give this a rewatch. If you're thinking about it, go for it. It's so much fun. I love this movie. It was a really great time. And for the dolls themselves, I mean, they're not in retailers, so I can't really say go and get them. I approve them or anything like that. But I do love them. I love these 4 dolls. I mainly got these 4 dolls because they are the true original OG of their characters. So I had to get them, and thankfully was able to get them at a reasonable price for myself. So I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. I'm sold on it, obviously. Thank you guys so much for watching this movie time video. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below. Did you watch this movie? Will you be watching this? Do you have any of these 4 dolls or any of the other dolls of the movie line series? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below. Check out all the other videos that I have on a Celebritants YouTube channel with other movie time videos. I have review it up videos, personally me videos, born a shot videos, etc. Check out Celebritants on all social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, X, etc. Thank you guys so much for watching. Can I wait? Yeah. Ooh. Bye.